The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is very welcome news. This is news that I've been waiting on hearing for quite a long time. Well over 2 years, to be honest with you. I've been waiting to hear this news. And we finally got this news. It's been reported by Boxing Scene that one of the brightest talents in all of American boxing and all the American amateur system, Najee Lopez, one of Atlanta's very own, Najee Lopez, the two-time U.S. amateur champion. He signed a deal with Tim Van Nieuwhouse and the very, acclaimed Split Team Management, and he'll be making his professional debut August the 14th. Now, for those of you who really watch this channel, who really pay attention to what I say, you guys will know that I've been gassing this kid up for a long time, because I've been knowing Najee for 2 years, roughly 2 years. I met him. I met all his brothers. I met his father right before he passed away. Rest in peace to Coach Tito. And Najee's a damn great fighter. I saw Najee at 19 years old sparring guys that were world-ranked fighters and just beating the shit out of them. And his style, when you watch him fight, his style reminded me a lot of, a young Evander Holyfield. His style reminded me a lot of a Julian Jackson type of fighter. Very explosive, moves very, very well for someone who's 200 pounds. Very light on his feet. And Tim Van Nieuwhouse, who's one of the best managers in boxing, he even seconded what I'm saying. He said in this article that I got in front of me, he said, I quote, "I believe he is the most talented fighter coming out of the entire U.S. Olympic class. He has an incredible collection of skill sets. In all my years watching the amateur system, I haven't seen a kid at 200 pounds move as quick as he does. He's light on his feet, has power in both hands, and has tremendous snap and speed on his punches. He has a huge ceiling as a pro." So that's what it is, and he's gonna be making his debut August 14th out there in Georgia. He'll be fighting on the undercard of Lorenzo Truck Simpson's next card out there in Atlanta. So it's gonna be great. And I would encourage everybody, if you guys haven't seen my interviews or the videos that I've done with Najee Lopez in the past, go check those out, because he's someone that I really think people should be on the lookout for. I go to a lot of gyms. I travel around the world, and I've seen fighters of all ethnicities, all backgrounds, from all over the country, from all over the world. And I'll tell you from firsthand experience, one of the most talented fighters I've ever seen in the boxing gym was Najee Lopez. The speed of his punches, the power of his punches, the sharpness, the complete skill set that he has, that he's bringing to the table. I don't see why this kid can't go ahead and become the cruiserweight champion of the world. I believe he's turning pro as a cruiserweight, so I believe he'll be cruiserweight champion of the world. If he wants to compete at bridgerweight, I think he'll be a champion there too. And who knows, man? If depending on how big he gets and how well his power carries up, we might be looking at somebody from America that could be making some noise in the heavyweight division, because Najee's got that kind of talent. Najee's got the talent to go all the way and be one of the best fighters that we've seen in a long time, and I truly believe that. He had a long amateur career, over 200 wins. And yeah, man, he was on pace to represent Team USA. In the trials, he suffered a loss in the quarterfinals because of a headbutt. So he lost a split decision because of a headbutt, not because the guy outright beat him, but because of a headbutt. And then he was gonna actually box for Puerto Rico, because that's his father's country. He's part Puerto Rican as well. Najee Lopez, he's Puerto Rican as well. So he was gonna represent Puerto Rico, but he chose to go ahead and enter the professional ranks, and he's very excited about it. And I'm glad that Najee's got a good person behind him, like Split Team Management and Tim Van Nieuwhouse and whatnot, because he's been around the game. He knows how to maneuver fighters, and Najee's someone that because this isn't a case of I know has world championship potential. And I know this name might not be familiar to a lot of you guys right now, and you might be saying, why is BT gassing this kid up? Why is BT talking all this stuff about Najee Lopez? It's because I've been around fighters, and I know when I'm around great fighters, and I feel like Najee, just so long as he's focused and his mental state is right, and because that's the main thing for fighters. It's not necessarily the talent, it's a lot of times it's up here. It's most of the times up here because there's so many things that go on outside the ring in boxing that can deter you inside the ring. So if Najee's focused and he's the best version of himself, I don't see any world that exists where this kid isn't a world champion. He's that damn good. You know, he's someone that has the kind of style that I believe boxing fans will want to see. You know, does he have technical boxing skills? Yes, but he goes in there to fight. You know, he goes in there to fight. He goes in there to take your head off. And the best way, the way I would describe his style, because like when I interviewed him, the first time I met Najee, I interviewed him and his father. His father said that he reminded him of Julian Jackson and people like that. But for me, when I watched him spar and when I watched him train and when I watched him hit that bag in person, you know, Najee Lopez, his style reminds me of a young Evander Holyfield. I'm talking about the Evander Holyfield, that cruiserweight that fought Ricky Parkey and Dwight Muhammad Qawi and all those guys. You know, that's who his style reminds me of. And, you know, that alone should make people excited to watch him fight. So I'll leave it at that. Najee Lopez, pro debut, August 14th. Save the date. If you're in the Atlanta area, go check him out. They'll be fighting at the, where are they fighting at? They'll be fighting at the Cosmopolitan Lounge, August 14th in Decatur, Georgia. So if you're in the Atlanta area, go check this kid out because he is going to be something in the professional ranks of boxing. Take it to the bank, cash your checks on Sunday. But you guys, leave your comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.